back to Couple Cozy Chat. I'm Danae.
And I'm Nico.
All right, so we back again with another video of fun topics, and then we also have questions that were left in the comments below of our last video. We will answer those at the end or towards the end.
Okay.
So the first topic is
having friends of the opposite sex
while in a relationship.
While in a relationship. How do you feel about that? Let's start off with you.
I don't know, because I feel like that sometimes girls can have alternative motives, which males, I guess, can be the same way.
People have alternative motives.
Yeah, I guess it could be both. So as far as like as a whole, I'm not against it. I feel like that if I trust my partner, I trust him to tell me what's going on, what the vibe is, you know, or to not sneak or be acting funny around her. Now, if you get to acting funny around her, then I'm gonna be like questioning you. But most of the time, dealing with people as we're getting older, you start dealing with someone, and they usually already have a set of friends or best friends or something like that.
So you cool with them having friends before coming into a relationship, but they shouldn't be gaining any additional friends that are female while the relationship is going on?
No, because you could be gaining females. You might link up with somebody on a business plan as a female. I can't just be like, nah, I'm against it.
Okay.
You know, you might.
So I can get female friends throughout the entirety of our relationship.
No.
If it, I'm
so
talking
you asking questions like you just trying to
no,
just go out the club and be like, hey, be like,
I'm just trying to get the gist of what's going on. Now I want to get the lay of the land. I want to understand where you're coming from. So as long as it's on some business shit or just like a kawinky thing, oh yeah, she was cool, people. You know, we did this and a third, and we just happen to be good buds. That's cool.
No, let's just leave it at the hoes that's already around, okay?
Damn, they went from friend to hoe.
Let's just leave it at that, all right?
Jesus Christ. Okay.
So what you feel about it?
I'm cool. I think I'm secure within myself that it doesn't bother me. I think I'm the type of guy that if you were to do something, I'd be like, okay, well, that's just how that went. You wanted to do something else, or you wanted to blur those lines, so I'll let you do it, and I'll just do me. I feel like this world is too big to be jealous, to have all these worries. I ain't the type of nigga that's gonna be all up in your business when it pertains to that, because like you said, I trust you. I trust anybody that I say that I'm in a relationship with, because in order for me to get to that point, I have to have some trust for you, right? So no, that doesn't bother me. But the gaining additional niggas as friends, nah, I ain't with that shit, because that's weird to me. Because I'm funny as fuck. So I'm really the only new nigga that you should be like calling your friend, because you know we friends first and then love second. You know what I mean? See, she be hating, man.
Stop.
You want my friend? You want my motherfucking friend?
I'm your best friend.
Okay, there we go. My best friend. How the commercial go?
I don't know.
Okay. But yeah, no, I don't see nothing wrong with it. I don't have no problem with it. Shout out to Tim. Boy, that's her best friend.
Right.
Cool people.
A shop, serious merchandise.
For sure.
G Vision. All right.
Boy, you throwing out that. We gonna have to we gotta get some bread for these little shout out. Damn.
My question to you was, what about when people, I don't know, because I feel like not going into too deep of like what we have dealt with. I feel like, because we've talked about some stuff, as far as like friendship, whether it was, you know, what about you, not me, but in a relationship when people are friends with people that they've had relations with in the past, but they kind of hold back on that to their partner. They don't let them know about
Okay, what? Okay, say it again.
When people are friends with people that they've had relations with.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you talking about like, so if I had a friend, but she was like my ex type shit.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell you she was my ex?
Yeah. I feel like a lot of people do that.
Well, see, it all depends on, okay, what's your definition of ex? Somebody I was in a relationship with, or somebody got smashed?
You was talking to her, smashed up, whatever. It ain't gotta be an ex. It's just you had relations with her. If you slept with her or whatever, y'all was thinking about talking, fucking, whatever, it was.
Okay, so what's the question?
What do you feel about people that are like in relationships, but they don't tell that part? They be like, oh, it's just my friend, but they had relations with him.
I don't be caring because I'm laying down some of that premium pipe, so.
You would care. You would care.
I really wouldn't, because I ever asked you if any of the friends you had or any friends that you said were male that were like, oh, did you both?
No, because I ain't never put you in a position to have to ask that.
So, but that's different. Now, you didn't say you put me in a position to.
I'm saying, like, if it's just hidden, would you want to know that? You would never want to know that up front? You wouldn't want your
No, because here's the thing. So, here's the thing. If I find that out, but y'all hadn't been, doing anything or been on that type of time for years, I don't want you saying that to me disrupt that, because y'all really could be good friends. Y'all really could be on something like, this is my buddy and we don't even see each other like that, but by you telling me that, I don't want to hear none of that shit at that point. You ain't friends with her type shit. That's how I feel, like, for real. Like, so I rather even not know if y'all really just truly cool. Now, you can tell the vibe though. When you around somebody, you feel like, oh, you probably fuck buddy. You can feel that shit. But no, I really wouldn't care. Well, not saying I wouldn't care, but I wouldn't want to know.
I would care. Don't bring no female around me that you didn't have a relationship with, or even thought about having a relationship.
Noted.
Okay.
Yes.
So what are you looking at?
Next topic.
No, why you want to get to the next topic?
I feel like that's a touchy subject. I feel like, because I'm gonna be honest, most now, I don't know about females, but most niggas, I feel like we befriend when it's only two type of women you gonna befriend. You gonna befriend a woman that you like, that you couldn't hit, and she just friends on you, like, okay, cool. Or you gonna befriend a girl that you hit, but you didn't want to take her serious, but she had a good personality, so you befriend her. Okay. Fellas, am I lying though? You can tell me if I'm lying. I mean, I know some people's situations are different, but I think for the most part, those are two categories where it's kind of how it happens. Okay, second question. How has it been blending our families?
And this one was from, it just says @user, so we didn't have a name to kind of,
but you know who you are.
Shout you out and answer. I don't feel like it hasn't been hard. I feel like on both ends, the kids, his kids already knew me, my kids knew him. We had kind of formed those bonds before we decided to blend.
But how was it getting to that point?
I don't feel like it was hard. It wasn't hard because don't either one of us have like bad kids that just,
well,
like
it was a little bit, I won't say difficult, but it was different.
Yeah, for you, it was different for you having more kids around. But for me, I mean, they was kids, they was kids. And I feel like that, I don't know. Blending our families together, I don't feel like it was the hardest thing. Like, it wasn't really difficult. I feel like it can get overwhelming at times because going from 2 to 4 kids on both ends, that can be a lot. But it wasn't like something that made me like second guess the relationship or
No,
something that I didn't think that we could, you know, figure out.
I didn't. I mean, ditto. I didn't think that either. But I would say that it was different for me because you've already passed the stage I'm at with my kids. So me, you know, being part of the boys' lives, and they're at that age that's totally new to me. That's a new realm. Versus with you, you've passed the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know, so you experienced all that. So you know, you've done that. You've been there and done that. Me, I'm just adjusting. I'm like, okay, teenagers.
Yeah.
It was just something different.
I mean, I think on my end that I was just adjusting to the sass of the girls.
Woo.
Yeah, they just was a different type of sassiness than the boys were.
Man.
So.
Especially my little, ooh Lord. Hey, fellas, women, I feel y'all, man. These girls. Woo!
Yeah, so I think that it was just, like I said, more so of me just adjusting to the different genders. But at, you know, at the same time, I was just excited to have girls around. So I think we both, yeah, you was happy to have boys around. I was happy to have girls around. So it kind of just worked. And then our two middle being
very
close in age, so they, you know, they automatically form a bond. And then it's kind of weird because the oldest and the youngest, they kind of play together. They do their own thing.
We got a nice melting pot.
Yeah. So I think, no, I mean, I feel like it was overwhelming days of us trying to figure things out or get everybody together.
Also, me being a man and me wanting to take care of my family, that also comes into play, like, it almost kind of being a sense of nervousness, because I want to make sure that not only you're taken care of, but the boys are taken care of, you know, properly. I don't want it to feel, I don't want them to ever feel like there's something missing or something that's not being done. So for me, that was also what was going through my mind. Like, okay, once you blend this family, I got to make sure that everybody good. It's not just you, right? Because you and the boys are a package.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure that, you know, everybody was peachy. And I have, right? I don't need to hear it, dog. Hold on, now you remember it? Go. Hey, don't blame us, blame the game, baby. We in love.
But yeah, as far as putting the families, it hasn't been super hard. Like I said, some overwhelming days of just all the kids being together, adjusting to everybody's attitudes, adjusting to everybody's personality, just trying to adjust to it all. And we have all the kids. Well, at one point we had them all full time. So yeah, like it's
been a journey, but it's been fun though.
Yeah, it hasn't been the hardest. It wasn't like the worst thing, but it was different. But we enjoying the best of both worlds with the kids and all the different ages that we have, which is 14, 8, 7, and 2. So it's cool. And the next question was from Jaded Jade 130. And the first question that she asked was it hard to move together? Yes and no. I'm gonna say yes because I went from just dealing with me and my 2 kids to dealing with me, a significant other, and 4 kids. So just trying to adjust to how everybody are as far as like the house and how everyone cleans, which I feel like that neither 5 of them clean how I clean. So just being the woman of the household, like I felt like that was, yeah, that could be a little challenging. It was a little challenging for me to get used to. But after I got, and then I think that another thing as far as like moving together that kind of hindered me or was a thing that kind of weighed on me is that I don't like to tell the girls what to do or none of that. Like it took me a while to want to do that. So
It take me a while to tell them boys what to do. Hey.
So being in the household, like together, I think it was more just like moving together. It was more like me just trying to tell you, you know. And for a while, that was the same way. They want to tell you everything. We just like, oh, it's another doctor, you know.
Right.
So, but yeah, I feel like just more so just the adjustment of going from 3 in the household to 6. That was what was hard with the move. I was the one that sacrificed and kind of came to his side of where he lived. So that wasn't hard. It was just like it probably was time for me to get some change in my life. So that wasn't hard. Just being in a new area, new space and stuff, that wasn't hard. It was just adjusting to the size of my family.
I mean, I agree. I mean, it wasn't hard for me. Well, I didn't have to do the moving. You moved me, so.
Yeah. I think that, and I also feel like that, as far as like, with the move, that, I don't know what I was gonna say.
Oh, you got purple bracelets. I just realized that. That's cute.
I told you I had purple.
I don't know why. You got a pretty mouth.
Please cut that out. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I forgot what I was gonna say.
I bet you did.
As far as the move part.
Blushing. Yeah. I mean, you said what you said, baby. I think you explained it perfectly.
Something else I had to say.
Well, you don't remember, baby. That wasn't important.
But yeah, moving together was not that hard. I was gonna say that we had a lot of sleepovers. We were sleeping over a lot. So whether it was my house or his house, so yeah, it was just so many sleepovers to the point I think it just kind of just.
That leads. I mean, that's a perfect segue to the second part of that question.
Yeah. So the second part of the question was, when did we know it was the right time? I don't think that it was like, it wasn't set in my mind as of like, I don't know. I guess it was the right time because we was always staying together.
Yeah, I feel like the right time when I knew was when I hated when she had to go back home. When I wanted her to stay with me for long periods of time, it got to the point like, okay, I might as well go and ask her to move in because I don't like when she leaves. I don't like, she was driving hellish too, which I fuck with you for that. She was driving like 40 minutes.
Okay,
like
tell all my business.
She was. She wasn't even like driving. I knew it was love. Straight up. But nah, for real, yeah. All of that came into play where I'm like, okay, we spending a lot of time together. I don't like when you leave. You driving hellas and really going out your way to make it happen. I'm like, why not? It'll not only benefit me, but it benefit her too, right? And she get taken good care of around her. Mm-hmm. And that's why everything's been everything been pretty smooth.
Yeah, and I also feel like that, I feel like this is another subject that we'll touch another day and go into deeper another day. But a lot of people feel like that we're in a new relationship. I feel like it's new, but it's over a year old. But that's because we kept it private. You know,
right.
at the beginning, we really just dated and we kept it private. So this wasn't no just, oh, we messed around for a few months and moved in.
No,
it was
over here.
It took us a while. We went back and forth and we took our breaks and all the other stuff. But yeah,
little bumps and lumps. But yeah, I think when you really love somebody and you get to a point where you like, am I making excuses as to why this is not gonna work, or I'm just gonna try my best? And not only my best, but leave excuses at the door and really try to make this person happy the best possible way I know how. Then you'll start to see a lot of things come together. You start to see that fights are resolved in a peaceful manner, or at least resolved in a grown-up manner. Sometimes temperatures or tempers flare, But again, we're grown. We're adults. We should be able to talk to each other like we're adults and like we got sense, and both be respectful to find resolutions. And that's what we really have done. And I think that's really got us to this point that we're at now.
Yeah. So, us knowing the right time to move in, I mean, we just knew.
I used my gut.
Yeah, it was just time,
and I rubbed her butt, and it was like how you rub a genie off the lamp. And that's when I knew when I rubbed that honey. I said, ooh, I can get used to this.
Please stop.
And I got used to it. Now she here. My little yeah. My little yeah. What you talking about?
Oh gosh. All right. Yeah. So, I think that kind of wraps up this episode of Couples Cozy Chat.
Ask us more questions.
Yes, drop some more questions in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure y'all turn your notifications on. Tap in every Sunday with us. We have a new episode out for y'all. We really want to always throw in our topics of our own that we feel like that we should touch as far as a couple together. But we love having the questions and stuff too to add into topics, because I mean y'all coming a little hard already, and it's only the second episode.
Good questions.
Yeah, give us some more stuff to post about, and we got y'all.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.